Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Right behind me we've got the all-new 2024 S650 Mustang. This is not your ordinary Mustang, this is the Dark Horse edition, which is supposed to be the most performance-oriented Mustang at launch for the S650. Dark Horse trim is something that really caught all of us by surprise. We were expecting an EcoBoost and the GT trim level for the S650 Mustang launch, but Ford surprised all of us by having this Dark Horse trim. It's supposed to be the most powerful, capable S650 Mustang at launch. It's going to be powered by the 5.0 Gen 4 Coyote motor, making 500 plus horsepower, and it's going to be offered with the Tremec manual transmission as well. Ford did not say if it's going to have the 10-speed option as well, but I have to say it's probably going to follow the same suit as the Mustang Mach 1, which obviously did have the 10-speed automatic or the Tremec manual transmission. It also borrows a lot of suspension bits from the GT500 and the previous Shelby to really make it the most capable 5.0 Mustang ever built. So in this video, I want to take a look at the 2024 Mustang Dark Horse, look at the exterior of it. It's got a lot of unique features going on compared to the regular Mustang GT. So stay tuned for that, and let's dive right into the video. Alright, so here is the front fascia of Dark Horse, which already looks a lot more aggressive than the Mustang GTs. You've got the grille that has a really wide openings, kind of reminds me of the Camaro ZL1. They're obviously blacked out. You've got blacked out pointy logo. It's supposed to be very sinister looking. So in terms of the front fascia of the Mustang compared to the S550, it looks a little bit different with slight tweaks and all of that. You've got your fangs for the GT as well. I kind of like how they have done gloss black for the top grille and also the bottom grille as well. That's something was not available in this 550 Mustang because you had a matte black grille on the bottom. Now looking at these eye bags, which were kind of controversial, but I have to say I kind of like it. They have matte black basically wrap or painted plastic matte black that adds to the aggressiveness and the sinister look of the Mustang Dark Horse. We obviously get the sequential headlight design. You've got individual LEDs for your daytime running lights. I think it looks very good. Now the interesting thing about the Mustang Dark Horse trim level is all of these decals and stripes we've got going on, kind of similar to the Mustang Mach 1. So here we can see it's got matte black stripes, which contrasts really well with some of the gloss black accent they've got, and of course a hood extractor they've got, which would be on the GTs as well. But the stripes and the decals are unique to the Mustang Dark Horse, so it really sets it apart compared to your regular Mustang GTs. I really like what Ford has done with these decals. I know decals are not everyone's thing, but I kind of dig them on the Mustang Dark Horse. Now, of course, moving on to the side profile of the Mustang Dark Horse, you can see the aggressive splitter that sticks out much further. You've got these wheels that kind of remind me of the 2013-2014 track pack wheels. You've got painted Brembos. This time around, Ford is going to let you customize the Brembo colors as well. So as you can see on this one, you've got blue Brembos, and of course we've got the all-new logo for the Dark Horse, which I know kind of looks like the Ram logo, but I think it looks really good. It's nice that Ford is trying something new with their Mustangs, and it's going to pay off in the future. I know for the side profile, there have been a lot of speculation and how people are not liking it because it kind of looks like a Camaro from the side profile. I don't know. I kind of see it, but at the same time, I feel like it also retains the Mustang body language. It kind of looks like the S550 Mustang. I would have liked it to be changed a lot more, but I can kind of get what Ford is doing with more of a refresh as opposed to a completely new generation, even though it is an all-new 2024 Mustang. I personally dig the side profile, even if people are saying it looks like a side profile of a Camaro. Now, of course, on the rear, you also get the Brembos painted, or not the Brembos, but the brakes painted. I don't know why Ford decided to go with Michelin this time around. They've gone with Pirelli's. I think there might be some partnership issue because I know Michelin was they're pretty much their go-to product for all of their track-focused cars. But now I feel they've switched back to Pirelli's. Nonetheless, I think the wheels look really good. They look very aggressive. I like the look. Similar to 2013 and 14 track pack, like I said. I like how they've placed the LED side markers a little bit differently too. Now let's move on to the rear of the 2024 Mustang Dark Horse. We've got a very nice spoiler. There's something on this rear side that I kind of don't like, and I'll point it out, but I mean, just looking at the stands from the back, it looks very aggressive. You've got the Dark Horse logo on the deck lid as well. The deck lid is no longer painted black like we have been seeing with the S550 Mustang and the late S197. I like the exhaust tips on that. It's got a unique rear diffuser as well, specifically for the Dark Horse. This color, in my opinion, just really pops. Now let's look at the taillights. The taillights I know have been a little bit controversial. They kind of look similar to the S550 with a flat look. It's one of those things, if you see it in person, you'll appreciate it, but I think in picture, it just doesn't do it enough justice to these taillights. I wish the exhaust tips were kind of polished up, chrome polished, but this nonetheless looks good. And here, if you can see the spoiler, this is unique to the Dark Horse, and it looks a lot more angular and a lot bigger than the GT spoiler or the GT Performance Pack spoiler. Now, this is something I don't like. You see how much further back the black matte plastic sticks out of it? That's not the case for S550 Mustang, and this seems, and from this angle, it looks even worse. I don't know if they're going to change it, if this is more of a base model, but still, I feel like Ford should do something for this one. But I think overall, Ford really nailed the design for the Mustang Dark Horse. It's got right amount of accents, looks very aggressive, it's got a lot of new touches that you won't find on the Mustang GT. I love the spoiler, I love the taillights. I kind of wish the deck lid was still blacked out because I feel like it just feels a little bit naked. Maybe because we're just used to seeing it being blacked out since like 2013 model years. It's almost been like, what, 10 years now? But I kind of dig it. Taillights I feel like will grow on me. I do like the S550 design a little bit better, but I feel like once you see them in person and kind of start seeing cars around, I feel like I'll probably get used to it. I think overall, the rear profile looks very good. It's got really nice stance to it from the factory, so I can only imagine how it's going to look like when it's lowered to the ground. I'm really excited for the 2024 Mustang Dark Horse to be available in the market. It's going to be available next summer. I'm really excited to be seeing them in person. The only thing that I've pointed out in my previous videos is the price is going to play a huge factor because this is a new name in the Mustang community. This is not a Boss 302. This is not a Mustang Mach 1 or a Shelby for that matter. So this is going to take time to build some street credit, and depending on where Ford prices these and with all the chip shortages and everything, we're going to have to see if there's going to be a lot of markups or if this is going to be like a $55,000 MSRP, and with the markups it's going to be $60,000 plus car, which I feel like is hard to justify for a new Mustang Dark Horse, where you can probably get the Mustang GT with the performance pack and get relatively similar performance, or even Mustang Mach 1. So I'm kind of curious to see how it will compare with the Mustang Mach 1 as well. I feel like on paper this is the most perfect 5.0 Mustang you can probably get from the factory. It's got everything. It's got 500 plus horsepower Coyote motors. It's got suspension components to handle. I'd be curious to see how it really stacks up against the Mustang Mach 1, which is kind of following the same formula. But overall, I think how Ford prices it is really going to depend on its success. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like this video and comment below on your thoughts, and subscribe to Red 50 for more videos.